You can't hold me down. 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 You can't hold me.
Alright guys, I decided I wanted to get some dash cams. So I got a dash cam for my car. If I like this one, I'm probably going to get the same one for my truck as well. But it's the 7-inch FHD rear view mirror. So you're going to put it on the, I'm going to just hook it onto the mirror. Here's the contents of it. I'll show you. So it comes with a cigarette lighter to plug it in for power, but I went ahead and got a dash cam hardware kit because I wanted to go to the fuse box just because I use my car charger, and also I might want it to come on when the key's turned on instead of whenever the car's on. Looks like it comes with a few little things in here. See what it's got. Like some wire clips. What that stuff is. Got a sticker. This is the Toguard CE35. It comes in 1080. Dash camera. This is a manual on how to do it. This will be the reverse light. You can put this out back on your license plate or wherever you're going to put it. I'm going to put it in the inside of my car, up in the back window. I'm mainly going to be using it for recording in case something happens, someone runs into me, something like that. So the backup camera for me isn't really, we'll see if I use it or not, but right now I'm not planning on using it too much. Then here's the actual thing, and it's just going to clip on to my mirror. Alright, so that's the content. I'm going to start hooking this thing up. Good. All right, got that cam set up in my car. Here's the rear view. I went ahead and just attached it on the inside of the car to the back mirror. The sticky thing that they had didn't hold it. It kept on falling off, so I had to get some glue and I put it on there. But it also comes with stuff to attach to your back, but I'd rather have it in the car than up in here. How it sets up in there like that. And you can see the mirror, but it's a little different than the regular glass, and then it also is takes a little while to get used to when it actually lights up to be able to see it and the thing. But when you turn on, it doesn't come on, and I leave it all plugged in. But when you touch it, you can get the screen, and it's already started recording once I turn the car on. And normally you would have your plug-in going down to your cigarette lighter, but I didn't want to do that, so I did run my wire over here to the fuse panel. I also hooked this up in my truck, and I had to run it to the fuse panel under the hood because I couldn't find one in the vehicle. But I'll go ahead and let you guys see that you can record, unrecord, and then you have different views that you can have it here. It can be split. Just the front, just the back. So if you needed to back up, front with the back over here, and that's usually what I leave it on. And then when you're driving, it will just go off by itself. I'm gonna go ahead and drive around the park and try to hold this camera here so you guys can see, but it'll just go off on its own, and then you can use it as a mirror. But until then, I mean, you can still use it as a mirror, but it's hard to get your eyes to adjust to that kind of use. So yeah, this isn't going to be that good because I'm holding the camera, and also ignore the crack in my windshield. But so far, I actually like this system that they have. It records and does loop recording, and once it hits loop recording, it'll save it in 2-minute bites. So, and you can change it to like 5 minutes, but I have it in 2 minutes. So after it gets full, it'll start deleting the oldest 2 minutes. And all right, so there, now it's already back to the mirror now, and that's how it stays, and it's still recording. But back to the loop thing, then every 2 minutes it'll delete the oldest 2-minute one and record the new 2-minute one, and it'll keep on doing that until you change it. Also, there's different ways you can have it. You can have this in park mode, so that it'll do different, like it'll come on at different times. You can also have it at motion detection, where someone comes down the car. Park mode I thought was pretty cool too, because if you have it parked, if something hits it, then it automatically starts recording, and that would be cool if somebody hit your car while it's parked, and say you're inside the house, that you may have a chance of getting identifying the vehicle driving away from your car. So I think that's actually a pretty cool function. And I don't know if I'm going to start using that, but I actually like the sounds of that. So park mode would be pretty cool. All right, so I'm going to now get in the truck and let you guys check it out, how I got it set up there. I have it set up pretty much the same way on the truck, other than I have this rear camera mounted on the outside, and I just screwed it into the plastic going across there. This is a work truck, and I don't really care about the resale value because I'm going to run it until it pretty much stops running, so I don't care that there's screws there. And then in the inside, it's still sitting on there like that. I'm going to have to find something else to hold this up because it's not holding up well. But I did the same thing. Instead of having it going to the cigarette lighter, I bought the cord to go to the fuse, and it just goes up there underneath, and I ran it to the fuse box up under the hood. And I do recommend getting that, just so you don't have it hanging here, being plugged in somewhere in your way, or taking up a cigarette lighter that you're going to be using probably for your cell phone and stuff like that. So there you guys go. There's my little review on it. I haven't had to use it yet for anything, but you know, I might catch something happening, or you know, oh yeah, I forgot to let you guys know. Several months ago in my truck, my sister was driving, and someone was going down the street without their headlights on, and my sister stopped at a stop sign, didn't see anything, and proceeded to go through it. This guy was speeding down the road and ran into the passenger side, and it hit the wheel. It didn't do any damage too much to my car, or the truck at first, that we didn't think. But it ran right into this and pretty much smashed the whole front of their car. I pretty much totaled it. And then when I got home and drove it, I noticed that there was a shake in the thing, and it actually had busted the sway bar in here, so I had to replace it. And the shocks went ahead and busted on both sides. So I think that, you know, I think they probably were already kind of bad, but that hit kind of just went ahead and took those things out. And it also put a gash in my wheel, so I had to replace the tire. But anyways, later we found out that he didn't have insurance, and then after that he was telling the police that my sister ran a stop sign and that he had his lights on and all this stuff. But again, if we would have had cameras in the truck like we have now, we would have been able to prove that. But anyways, we turned it into our insurance company. Again, I just went ahead and replaced it, so we're not reporting any damages, because at the time we didn't know until I was able to get into it and see what was wrong with it. And the guy hasn't even gotten back to the insurance company, so we're thinking he didn't have insurance on his car, but he was able to show the police officers that he had insurance. So he probably printed off an old one and, you know, updated the dates or something people are doing just to get out of tickets. But anyways, he totaled his car. If he would have had insurance, I'm pretty sure he would have submitted a claim on that. So, but anyways, I think it's going to be very positive that we have these cameras. And, I mean, we might catch something crazy while we're driving. So, I think it's a plus to have these cameras. So, see you guys later. Girl might want to see this.
He's going to get his ass fucked. He's going to get your ass whooped.